everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the best head for salespeople, entrepreneur and performers. This video I want to share out on sales idea. Salespeople are born, not made. In order for me to increase my right mindset, my personal growth, and overall increase my income from sales career. So if you like the way that I want a salesperson can get high income and success in sales path, and you want to learn how to do it, then something that you really need to know about a fact of sales myth is that exactly salespersons are made, not born. And what I mean by this is that if you want to success on sales path, and you need to make sure that your mindset and skill is as important as possible, because the mindset and skill to sell path that sell people are actually really engaged while growing your sales and income. At the end of the day, all clients care about is solving problems that are engaging their business alive. That is why you not only have to train your life mindset. That is why in this video, each fact I'm going to share with you is really to help you boost at your self-confidence in sales so that your client will trust and buy from you at the end of the day. Let's get right into fact number 1, fear. And this is a block of believing in your growth. Now, if you are familiar with this myth of salespeople are born, not made, you will notice that a lot of salespeople right into the first blocking in self-doubt. As much as possible, people don't spend a lot of time to fighting what they are capable of or not good at it. If you think you have trying to stop yourself from enthusiasm to work and staying without progress every day, you are same as me in the past when I start a sales career. I just dive right into the fear, and the reason why I do overcome it. This is because when I actually look at top salespeople action and my analytics, and I look at sales result of growth report, which is basically on sales monthly report that exists to show in the company, where exactly clients are dropping off. I noticed that a lot of clients were dropping off because of my skill back then. We are way too weak and stay in fear of selling and sell down and stay with it. That is why I think that I have corrected my mistake. And now I don't spend too much time on my old myth of sales are born, and I create a new truth that sales are made. Exactly the truth I should and what I want to design my sales lifestyle, because at the end of the day, you need to realize that your sales result don't care if you have fear or you are brave enough. They don't care if you sell down on your ability, so therefore it's to get the sale. So if you are spending the first few minutes of your time about the truth you are telling yourself, confirming about your life is going to look like to be an expert to yourself, they are probably going to know fact of who you truly are capable of. At the end of the day, you really need to realize that you self as a top self. If you can overcome your fear, so that's why you need to dive into that fact you made for yourself right away. Please hit that ebook I have for you when you will setting driving in sales achievement or checklist or organize the flow of your sales process is to act as action that sell right from the get-go exactly what you are going to learn. And another truth of mid-childhood behavior is how you are born to be a sales, not made. What you need to realize is that past experience does not equal the future. So if you are good at sales right from the beginning and till you are already good enough at sales today, you are going to learn blank. They have a higher chance of sticking around because they know exactly what they are opening into. And what I mean by this is that most people here on sales people do not have a lot of patience, meaning that they are not going to spend persistence time learning how to develop the best at sales. If they are decided idea what they are in good at sales in the past, for a result they can create in the future anyway. It's a very competitive space for yourself. There are tons of sales people that I believe the experience will decide who you can be or achieve in sales in the future. Exact same success and failure as you may think of in the past. So in order for you to higher achievement, you need to be able to really create, improve and practice what exactly your new habits is going to get out of being sales expert. Within at least training a new habit a month of having your new skill on that I have for you is to make your new habits as neat and easy to follow, specifically really helpful to those of you for creating new sales skill as like me. And what you will think, and pretty much all of my video in leading sales development and my behavior are organized in a wayward new behavior, I walk you through this 1 tip, 2 tip, 3. And on top of that, I could go to physically drive you where you are going to achieve sales in the future that you can grab in the ebooks at link below. By leading in your selling skill book this way, and also if listening to a sales model you'd like to be in your sales past, it's going to decrease the chance of your feeling lost or frustrated from the past. And practicing better 1% every day will also help you follow along a lot easier when you are going through your sales work process. Now, the reason why I have implemented this tip and tactic in my own behavior because I myself, as a salesperson, when I am finding a right path of success from another salesperson and there is no clear mindset of path, I often lost my passion and I always find a lot of ways in that time. Maybe it's just a personal experience that I believe I am made without childhood experience or good at sales personality, so I would love to know. Let me know what you think. Or is that the same for you? Because for me, when I develop my sales to be fullest potential or when listen to feedback, most great sales people in my community really believe great sales people are made or lucky of selling. So they know that they are not wasting time to let the path decide who they are going to be good at in sales have the same with me. So what I mean here, great sales people are focusing on creating new patterns to be with good habit. And the last fact of myth, people don't believe sales is a skill. Let me know skill is a skill for you or not with typing a word skill in the comment below. Sales are not born but made is what exactly I'm going to tell you why. Because if I don't and I freestyle on what I can do with no practicing skill at all, I have limited belief to practice as any sales skill and all things will end up at being average salesperson a lot of longer than it need to be. On top of that, when you're selling your product, really look at each pieces of sales process that you are calling or meeting and ask yourself, is this really needs improvement? Does my skill development actually benefit? Because a lot of time as salespeople, we end up putting unnecessary action and enjoy what is not giving sales result. So just make sure that you are trying to practice your sales as skill to be as concise as possible without you sharing unnecessary action. On a tip and trick that I have for you, and that is to make sure your skill does benefits, that you can expect change of sales growth faster. What I mentioned earlier in this video is that when I was looking at top sales report analytics, specifically my sales report, where it shows you when your skills are dropping off, not only where you are dropping off in the beginning of your sales result, but they were also dropping off at the end. And when I really look at when they were dropping off, what I realized is that sales people are focused to develop on their weakness to be strength as sales skill. Or this is not my good time of sales, or that is the end of a lucky sale. When you think like that, you automatically assume that the sale really is over and give up to improvement. That is why if you still have improved to skill, even if you're giving your last piece of ambitious, make sure you are not focused to develop weakness that are wasting to your time at the skill is pretty much over. What I've been experiencing on my skill is that I just keep focusing developing skill that is strength for me, which leads me to my next sales effectively. And that is to keep your end in mind in your practicing skill while you are still learning something that I used to practice on my sales experience with growth mindset that would play automatically at the end. Everyone would have dropped off before this point, which would prevent yourself from actually enthusiasm to improve skill that I was recommending. That's why I'm always talking sales is skill in order to show you that sales is learnable skill and it's not over yet, but pretty much is. So make sure you check out this video right over here. Now if you really want to see this tip live in action, all you have to do is stick around till the end of this video. But anyway, the next two that I have for you is, if that has really helped me and that's been recently implementing, is teaching your sales needs. What you notice recently that I have been changing on my truth of myth is that when you have limited belief, I'm exploring new mindsets and action exactly what the future of you will want to be as self has. That is actually really helped me increase my self needs for that next self. Always like to successfully implement. And for sure, if you're someone who would like to explore your self potential and would like to have a new pattern of self who is successfully in pattern that create a success in self, you can check out in the description below for self masterclass as well. Make sure you really check out this studio right here. See what I'm doing and putting everything in keeping you in action. Anyway guys, have a lucky day. See you in the next one.